Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bedpost Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Erin Pym. Here at the podcast, I like to invite guests and performers from my stage show Bedpost that I do here in Toronto and beyond into the studio to indulge me in a more in-depth conversation about sex and sexuality. This week, I have a very special guest coming all the way from Hamilton.
All the way.
All the way from the Hammer. Should join me today. She is a sex writer and content creator. Please welcome to the mic, Suze Ellis.
Hi.
Also known as Red Hot Suze.
That's me.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Thanks for making that long trip in from...
Oh, it's not that bad.
You know what? I went to school in Hamilton.
Oh, really?
I lived in Dundas. I grew up in Dundas, which is right beside it.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I know a lot of like the one of the recent blog posts you had was like places in Hamilton to make out.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, McMaster University.
Come through. Yeah, no. I love that post. It was one of my good ones where it's like, I need to tell people where I made out in the city.
Totally.
It's influenced me a lot.
It's really shaped who I am as a person. Mm-hmm. So yeah. And like, so when we say sex writer, what are the types of things that you generally like write for or write about?
Yeah, so I usually write for my own blog, which is what you said, redhotsuze.com.
Yeah.
And I usually write about like sex and relationships, or not mainly relationships because I haven't been in many relationships, but dating. Yeah. Casual sex specifically has been a big topic that I've talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Body positivity, sex toy reviews is the main thing.
Yep.
I'm starting to write about sex work a little bit more.
Awesome.
Yeah, so just kind of, I don't know, a variety of different topics, anything that kind of like intersects with my life and my identities. So,
yeah, very cool.
Really
Yeah. But your main gig, sex toy reviewer.
I guess so, yeah.
I've
been trying to transition out of it a little bit. Yeah.
Is that where your roots are? Tell me how you got into writing sex toy reviews.
Yeah, so they are based in like so when I started my blog,
yes,
I mainly did it so I could practice writing and get free sex toys. So I was like, that's just the way to,
obviously.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is great. I was like, this is a fun little side project that I can do. It's cool, you know. And if you are committed to like getting into sex toy reviews, it's fairly easy to get sex toys. Like within the first couple months of like starting up a blog.
Yeah.
Like you start with doing like the ones that you own, and then you kind of like reach out to companies. And there's ones that are like super eager to work with new people. So I was like, oh, let's kind of like, you know, dabble my way along and just write reviews. Yeah. But then I realized like somewhere along the way I was like, this isn't really fulfilling me like and emotionally. So now like reviews are like my least like thing to write about, because it's just like they're like, cool, this toy worked, unless it's like a toy that's cool, amazing. Well, some of them you're like, that's really cool, but you're like, I'm not gonna use it like yeah. all the time.
Can you tell me what your go-to toys are? Like, do you have like 5 toys that you...
I definitely have more than 5, but...
Yeah. See, I stick to like the same like 2 toys. So
okay.
That's great. So
yeah. So I guess...
What are your favorite toys that you actually use?
So the Magic Wand rechargeable
obviously
obviously like you can't not. That's it's just an all-around great toy for a lot of people. It's just rumbly and great and rechargeable, so you can bring it places.
Do you prefer that over the plug-in?
Yeah. I haven't tried the Magic like wand, like the original, the plug-in one. I haven't tried that one.
It's it's more powerful, obviously, because you can't beat the power of something that you're actually plugging into the wall.
For sure.
But for sure, it's like hard to like. It's a decent length of cord, but you know,
I'm just not a cord person.
It can get in the way.
I already have my phone plugged in when I like watching porn, so I'm like, there's too many cords going on. I can't handle it. Although I do have the Doxy wand, the die cast, which is like the like metal, like it's like a gigantic, and that's like a powerhouse. So it's like some days I switch between the two.
Okay, so you
and
use
that's
both.
A plug-in one, yeah. So I use both, but mainly like if I had to choose like if a desert island question, if I had to choose one, it'd be the Magic Wand rechargeable.
Great,
because it's rechargeable. Yeah. So that one. Recently, I've been really loving the Pure Wand, the Enjoy Pure Wand, which is like the C-shaped stainless steel dildo.
Yeah.
And that's just been amazing, especially because like I feel when I'm with like recently with like one of my partners, when we're having sex, I feel like I'm like, whoa, I like really need to squirt right now. But like normally I can't squirt with like a dick inside me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll just like after he's done, I'll just like I'm like, hey, want to see me squirt? And I just grab it, and I'm like, and then it's just like gushes everyone. He's like, oh my god, and I'm like, yes.
Hey, want to see me squirt?
It's like the finisher.
That's a line.
Yeah. It's like just kind of like, it's like, ooh, here's this like nice end to the whole thing, and then I get a nice release too.
Yes.
So you can just feel it building up, and I'm like, sometimes I think in my head, I'm like, oh, I wish it would just happen with his dick because that would just be amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, that's not how the way my body wants to work right now.
I feel like most. I don't know actually whether I can speak on that, but do most people? I feel like most people don't with intercourse, like with a dick.
Yeah,
intercourse.
I'm not sure what the like average is, but
I don't know the numbers on it.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers, but I know there is a bunch of people who can do it. And I'm like, that would be fantastic. And I've done it with a realistic dildo before.
Okay, yeah.
But it was like kind of like the mindset. 100% like my squirting mood is like a mind thing.
Yes.
It's like if I'm really turned on, like and like invested in the person that I'm with.
Comfortable.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous how much that stuff influences
the
your body
environment
in
that you're in.
Exactly. Yeah.
How your days
or like
been. How much
pressure.
water you've had that day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the
So
pressure of like performing it and like that kind of stuff too. It kind of like all influences it.
Yeah, squirt shy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're like I'm gonna try for you. And you're going like this. And you're like, it's not gonna happen today. No, sometimes when I've done it like on Snapchat, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna squirt today, and then I'm like, guys, I like show my Snapchat people. I'm like, can't do it.
I'm sorry.
I just can't do it. Yeah.
Can't force it.
Yeah, exactly. This one, sorry if I'm already showing off dildos, but this dildo, which is the B1, I think, or the B by Fun Kit Toys, it's a no frildo.
No frildos.
Super cheap. It's $24 USD.
That one will do it for you.
Yeah, this one is like this one makes me squirt ridiculously. Like it's bizarre. Like I didn't think it would.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a fun one. And like obviously like out of the there's 3 that come together, or not. You can buy them separately too. But I was like, oh, these will be fun. But I didn't think like one would be like a really favorite of mine. But this is like really come up. Like this was like one of my favorite like toys of 2018.
Broke the top 10.
Yes,
perhaps.
definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, nice. Okay, other favorites that jump to mind that are your regular actual toys you use.
Actual toys. I'm trying to think.
Like for me, it's the Tango.
Tango, of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
Tango.
like a classic. I've had like many mishaps with my Tangos over the years.
How do you mean?
Okay, so like they've either been lost or they've died. So this is the first one I had was the blue one, because obviously they come in different colors.
Periwinkle blue.
The periwinkle blue, classic. And I brought it to my aunt's house for Christmas, which like my like family's pretty cool. I have my own bed, so like I was like, I want to masturbate over Christmas. Like I'm just not going to happen, right? I also had the WeVibe Sync, which I was testing at the time, which is the one that like goes. Right.
The
remote control, the C-shaped one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was testing that at the time, and I just had brought both of them for like, it was like a couple nights we were going away, and I like I didn't even use the Tango. It was just in my bed, like in the bed somewhere, because I had like opened up this little case that I put them in.
Was it the anniversary collection?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't out yet.
Okay.
This was like Christmas 2 years ago.
Okay,
It was a long time. And then I packed everything up in the morning. I didn't even use the Tango. It was just in the bed, and it was ready to go. And then I left, and I couldn't find it when I got home. So I was like, oh no, like it's in my aunt's attic or something like that. So I texted her, because luckily like she's really cool. So I texted her. I was like, hey, I forgot this little vibrator. I texted her a little picture of what it looked like. I was like, here you go. Please find this and return this to me. Thank you. I was like, I don't want to lose it. She's like, it's just a vibrator that's lost. Yes. And it was perfectly good. It was so ridiculous.
Did she find it?
No.
Oh.
She couldn't find it anywhere. She's like, yeah, I couldn't look. And then the next time that I went, which was like, I think I don't know. I went and I've looked in their house. I've like was looking
nowhere.
for it. Just nowhere to be seen.
It's
rolled
so
away.
Small. Yeah, it's small and rolly and yeah.
Yeah, and then so I bought a pink one. The next I think it was Valentine's Day. I bought it for myself because I was like, treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself.
So I bought that, and then that was going good for me for a while, and it was the pink one.
Yeah.
And then I got the anniversary collection in the mail, which comes with a Tango and a Sync together.
And it's the iridescent purple.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So pretty.
And a different charging. The charge
they go in it's like a case. I was going to bring it, I forgot. But,
that's good.
they come in, it comes in like together case, and it's all like cute.
Because the Tango, the charge on that can be kind of finicky. It's with magnets.
Yeah, you have to use it like
you got to hang it.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Yeah. So I was really excited about this collection. I was like, oh, this is so great. But then my like the pink Tango died, and I was like, oh, like it was like literally the day I opened up the new one, the pink one died.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I was like, that's weird, whatever. And then I was about to go traveling to Mexico City with my friend, and I was like packing like what sex toys I wanted to bring for the trip.
Yep.
So I was going for a week, and I wanted to film content when I was there, so I was like, also got to masturbate. So. And I was looking for the Tango, and I could not find it anywhere. The purple one, and I was like, okay, this is the last one I have. I was like, what, like, what's happening? It's not like I could replace the purple one either because they don't sell them separately. So I'm like, this case that I have is just like has one part empty, and it looks so. I was like, this is so upsetting. I'm never gonna be able to complete this. Like, that's gonna be such like a thing in my mind where I'm like, it's not complete. So I was so mad. So I was like, it's just a lost cause. And then I'm flipping my mattress literally last month. I was flipping it, and it was in between my box spring and my mattress. I know. I was just there, and I was like, thank goodness, because I remembered exactly the last time I used it. And then it just was gone. So I was like really happy I found it. Yeah. So I'm like, it's sacred now. We're keeping it. Okay.
Did you ever redeem the warranty on a Tango?
No.
You got a 1-year warranty on it.
It's a 1 year though. So
Yeah.
the one that died was just over a year. Like it was literally just over a year.
Fuck.
Yeah, because it was February. That would have been the renew date, and it
That would have
died
come
like,
back. Yeah. Because
June.
I had a Tango die on me kind of recently. Now I'm just using the Rave externally because it's a pretty good.
I don't have the Rave actually. I've never tried it.
Yeah, the WeVibe Rave. It's not as rumbly as the Tango because
Yeah.
it's hard to beat just in general. But I've definitely gotten used to just using the Rave just externally.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice kind of flat head where it kind of it's got a little ridge on it, which is kind of like the tapered tip
like
of
the
the
tip.
Tango a little
Okay.
bit, so you can kind of get that pinpoint stimulation,
Yeah.
but also it's kind of wide and flat when you turn it the other way, so it kind of gives more like vulva stimulation,
Got little
labia option
I like
situation.
That. That's fun.
So I've kind of just been using that externally,
Yeah.
which is not what it's used for. It's a
I
G-spot
mean, you
toy.
could though, because there's tons of G-spot toys that are like I hate Lilo, but the Mona 2 is really good.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of like a simple curve, or like the Lamarose. I think it's like the V2 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're G-spot dildos, but they're great for external use just because they're like used to hitting like a spot.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Why do you hate Lilo? Do you hate the toys, or do you hate like
it's the company
ethics of
it's
the
the company
company?
ethics.
I was
They're
gonna
like
say.
it's just ridiculous. And like they're very like our sex blogger commune is very salty towards them.
Towards Lilo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I have a lot of customers. I work a sex toy retail,
Yeah.
so I have a lot of customers that come in and request Lilo products, and we don't carry them.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
carry,
interesting.
Yeah,
You don't.
Well, and we carry. I mean, WeVibe. There's a lot of crossover with some of the toys,
Okay.
so we carry
like similar.
WeVibe.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, I feel like that company is a little.
Yeah. So like a couple things in recent years where
Yeah.
they just kind of like it seemed like a bunch of men were running the company.
Yeah.
Cis het men were running the company, and it just kind of like went downhill because they like came out with like these weird
Condoms.
like not just that.
Oh,
that's
That's another
not
thing
even.
altogether. Yeah.
Yeah. But like they came out with like a like penis tuxedo.
Yes.
Which is
the stupid.
and then these like vibrators that came with like cufflinks that were super expensive and meant for bankers, and it's like. What? Like that makes me. Why are you like this like woman's pleasure like company is coming out with all these like really weird gimmicky things for
Novelty
like rich
products.
white men? So it's like what's happening? Like,
And didn't
what's
the
just
tuxedo
happening?
like you couldn't even like
just a
it was the wrong,
costume.
but it was the wrong way. Like
I
you
don't
had
know.
it didn't even you had to wear it the other way. Like
I don't know.
It was so stupid.
I was just like, why are you selling a costume for dicks? Like it just made no sense. I was like, that's not your mark. I don't know. It
Yeah,
just made no
like
sense.
great for other novelty companies. Sure,
Yeah.
do shit like that.
Yeah.
But Lilo,
No, I was like,
You
that's just
can't-
like
Yeah.
why? And then the condom thing.
the Hex Condoms
Which,
thing.
like, if you don't know, is like this condom that has these little hexagons that make it up. So people are like, oh, like it's like, I don't know. I guess the thing that they used to market it was that it's if one of the hexagon breaks, it just stays in the hexagon and the whole thing doesn't pop like a normal condom would.
However,
but
you can
it's-
poke holes,
poke holes
all
in all of them.
throughout it.
And nothing breaks,
So you will not. The thing is, you don't know
You don't
when
know.
it's broken.
which is the point. It's like if you have a condom break, you want to know it breaks.
You want to know. Silence.
Like how many
Radio
people?
silence.
I can't wait for like in like 10 years for like a study to come out and be like
wow.
Yeah, how many people got pregnant? How many people got STIs off of that? Because like that's just like ridiculous. And then to top